Alright guys, and welcome back to episode 121 in my weekly countdown series. Now today I'm going to be going over all of the best money making methods in GT Online and an updated 2018 version. In this video I'll be going over in depth how to do these methods, I'll be showing you the cash gain per hour when you're doing these methods, and just the most efficient way to run your businesses. These videos do take a ton of time to make and research, so I'd really appreciate if you guys could take a few seconds to leave a like, and also subscribe if you're new, and let's get right into this. So up first are contact missions. Now the trick with contact missions is being able to complete them in the correct amount of time. So the final payout of these is actually based on your time spent within that mission. And the optimal time for completing these is around 4 minutes, that's for maximum efficiency. If you complete it any quicker than 4 minutes, you're missing out on that bonus, so just try to always hit the 4 minute mark or just over the 4 minute mark. It's a common misconception to think that by stretching out the mission to say 10 minutes you're going to earn more money, and you do actually earn a slightly higher bonus for completing it in say double the time. However, if you look at your profit per hour, you're actually at a loss because you're completing less missions per hour. So basically just try and complete all of your contact missions just after the 4 minute mark and save me trying to explain the complicated maths of diminishing returns. As a solo player, you can make around $100,000 per hour doing contact missions, but if you have other players or friends running them with you, you will be making a little bit more than this. And Rockstar regularly make contact missions a bonus week, so if they ever do this, make sure you take advantage of contact missions. It can be a very fast money making method. If you're wondering what the best contact missions are to complete, thankfully a Reddit WizKid has done the maths for us. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Next up are VIP missions, and not just any VIP mission, but the 3 to stick to are Headhunter, Hostile Takeover, and Sightseer. You can use a wave technique to avoid the usual cooldowns you'll get for these missions, allowing you to make over $200,000 per hour, and this still is confirmed to work in 2018. For this to work properly, you will need to complete the VIP missions quickly and efficiently. If you take too long in these VIP missions, you will still get the 5 to 10 minute cooldown, which is why some people think this method's actually been patched. You just need to complete them very quickly. So to do these VIP missions, you first need to basically become a VIP in the interaction menu, which does require a minimum bank balance of $50,000. You won't be spending that $50,000, you just need to have that in your bank account to allow you to do this. This actually did used to require $1 million, so thankfully Rockstar rebalanced it to only $50K. When you register as a VIP, you'll have that status for 4 hours, and then you'll have to wait a 12-hour cooldown to register again. However, if you own an office, you don't have to worry about these cooldowns because you can just register and deregister as a CEO anytime, and you can complete these VIP missions anytime you want. You can even complete VIP missions in an invite-only session to avoid any other players from interrupting you. Sightseer is probably my personal favourite. You just have to pick up 3 packages, so having a buzzard or a helicopter will help you tremendously. And then there's Headhunter, you basically have to eliminate 4 VIP targets. Again, a buzzard or even a hydra will make a very easy work of this. Otherwise you can just use an armoured Kuruma, which is a pretty cheap vehicle. And lastly there's Hostile Takeover. You have to pick up a package from a high security location and then deliver it to a drop-off location. Again, the armoured Kuruma is probably your best bet for this. The next method you guys might be a little bit surprised about, and it is the flight school bonuses. There's 10 different solo flight school missions you can complete in GT Online, and each mission is ranked with a medal, and you'll make a big cash payout for each mission that's completed with a gold medal. So if you get gold on all 10 of these missions, you'll make around 14,000 RP and $230,000. Now we'll be honest, these missions are very short, sometimes they take less than a minute to complete them, however they can be very challenging. It's going to take you probably multiple attempts to complete some of the harder ones, but the good news is that you only need rank 6 to complete these, so if you are a new player to GT Online or you've started a new character, it's a great place to head at the start and just complete as many gold medals as you can, and you can make a lot of money out of the bonus money. It's worth noting that you only make the bonus the first time you get the gold medal in each mission, so you can't grind these out. Up next are time trials. There's a new time trial added to GT Online every single week. You can find it from the purple marker on your map. A few tips that will help you out are to first, before you start, position your vehicle as far forward as possible in the marker, so you just have your kind of back wheel touching the inner ring to start the time trial. Every second counts in these time trials, so this just gives you a slight starting advantage. Also, if you make any mistakes on your run or if you crash, you can hold Y on Xbox or F on PC to respawn. If you beat the par time on the time trial, you'll be rewarded between $51,000 and $54,000. If you don't manage it, you'll only make $1,000 to $4,000, but you can just repeat this time trial as many times as you want until you beat the par time. The one I'm attempting in the gameplay actually only took 46 seconds to complete, and as you can imagine, for just a few minutes of work every week, you can make yourself some great money as a solo player. You do need to be quite a good driver to complete these. If you are struggling with any of the routes, then GTA series videos is a great resource to get walkthroughs. They have a video tutorial of pretty much every time trial. I'll have a link to that in the description. Generally speaking, you want to avoid turning too much and hit long straights as much as possible. And learning the speed boost on the bikes helps too, so the wheelie speed boost on the Batty or leaning forward on the Hakuchu drag gives you a slight boost. Up next are the biker businesses. Now this is a passive business, that means it will generate you money while you do other activities in GTA Online. Now there's 5 different business types you can choose from. The most profitable and the only one I recommend you buy is the Coke business. This will generate you over $80,000 per hour gross, and that's passively. First of all, you'll need to buy a clubhouse. The cheapest one is the Great Chaparral Clubhouse for $200,000, and then you'll need to buy the Coke lockup. I bought the most expensive one just because it was in the city and I wanted to be close to it. However, you can buy a cheaper one if you're prepared to travel out to the Alamo Sea for under $1 million. Running this business starts with buying supplies. Don't waste your time stealing them yourself because you can actually make faster money yourself than this will actually save you. So after 5 hours total of production, your stock should be full and ready to sell. The 5 hours of production will only pass while you're playing the game, so if you turn your console off or go offline, it won't generate any stock. But they do generate stock while you're playing missions or just generally spent time in GTA Online. I'd recommend buying both the equipment and the staff upgrades to maximize your profit per hour and also the value of your stock. When it comes to selling your stock, find yourself a few associates to help you sell it to the other county for the bonus, and you should be receiving around $420,000 for a full Coke lockup sale. Up next, this is probably my personal favourite business for making money in GTA Online, and it's because it's even more passive than the biker business. And yes, you can use both of these at the same time. A bunker will generate you around $90,000 passively income every hour. You obviously need to invest in a bunker first. The cheapest one is about 1.1 million, and once you've got your bunker, I'd recommend putting your staff 100% on manufacturing weapons and then getting both the equipment and the staff upgrades to again not only make your stock produce quicker, it's going to make your stock more valuable when it comes to selling it. Similar to the biker business, the process is always buy supplies. It's faster money in the long term. If you have both the equipment and the staff upgrades, it's going to take 11 hours and 40 minutes to fill up your stock to the 100% mark. And you will need friends to help you sell at 100%, but if you are a solo player, what you can do is stop your stock or sell it when it's 25% full, which I believe is around 3 hours of manufacturing time. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you a very easy sell mission where you just have one vehicle to deliver. There's no bonuses for selling 100% stock at once, so you don't miss out on any extra money by doing this. So just to confirm, selling 25% stock 4 times is exactly the same money as selling 100% stock at once. At the number 4 spot is the featured adversary mode. Now Rockstar are always adding new modes to GT Online, and when they are double cash and RP, you can make some great money playing these. The gameplay on screen was from the Vespucci job, for example. This was a super fun mode if you guys got a chance to play it. If you have a good team and you're getting consistent wins, you can actually make over $400,000 per hour just playing adversary modes. Of course, it does depend on what the adversary mode actually is. Some of them are actually faster money than others. The adversary mode payouts are based on not only the players in the mission, but also your time spent in the mission. Up next are heists. Now these are still one of my top favourite things to do in GT Online. Not only are heists great money, but the bonuses for the original heists and the Doomsday heists are most definitely worth doing. To quickly go over these bonuses with you guys, you'll make $100,000 on each finale you complete as a first time bonus, $1 million for completing them all in order, $1 million for completing them with the same team, and a huge $10 million for the Criminal Mastermind achievement, so that's completing them all on hard with the same team in order. And of course without dying. For the more recent Doomsday heists that were released, you will get $750,000 for doing the Criminal Mastermind with 2 players, $1.75 million bonus for 3 players, and another $3.75 million for 4 players, so you can do all 3 of these and get a huge amount of money. There's also a whole bunch of loyalty bonuses and elitist bonuses if you complete the extra challenges along the way. The Criminal Mastermind achievements are only a one-time thing, so you can't grind these over and over, but if you haven't already completed these achievements, guys, you're missing out on millions of dollars. The biggest requirement for these is obviously having reliable teammates. Now in my experience, the best place to find these is either the Heist team's Reddit page. You'll see reliable people posting with microphones, and they'll be posting by platform, or the GT Online Discord group that has nearly 30,000 members in it. And the great thing about the Discord group is there's a separate channel for each platform, so no matter if you guys are playing on PC, PlayStation or Xbox, these channels are nearly always active with people looking to buddy up. And believe it or not, I actually completed my Criminal Masterminds for both the original heists and the Doomsday heists with just players that I met on this Discord server, so it does work. I'll have a link to that group in the description if you guys want to join. Moving on to the number 2 spot is CEO Cargo, or CEO Crates as they're more commonly known. Now this is a very hands-on business, however it is very lucrative when used efficiently. When you're using a large warehouse, you can make on average around $200,000 per hour. With this business, there is a bonus for selling 100% of your stock at once, so for a large warehouse you'll need to collect 111 crates, which will take you guys, as you can imagine, a very long time. Rockstar regularly run bonuses for crate sales, so what you can do is stock up these crates and just wait to sell them for a bonus week. For selling all 111 crates at once, you'll receive 2.2 million on a normal week, but on a bonus week you guys will be making $4.4 million. So it's most definitely waiting a little bit longer to sell just to make double the money. The process to run this business is fairly simple but repetitive. Just head to your office, source either 1 or 2 crates, or 3 crates if you have associates, and then deliver them to your warehouse, and then rinse and repeat that. I'd recommend having a buzzard on hand to help speed up this process. And that leaves me with the import-export business. You will need an office to use this business, and then you want to head over to the laptop in your office and buy yourself a vehicle warehouse. The one I own is called the La Mesa Vehicle Warehouse. It's also actually the cheapest one you can buy at 1.5 million, and in my opinion, probably the best one to own. This vehicle warehouse has 2 access points and generally an easy to get to location. As a solo player, you can make around $250,000 to $280,000 per hour, but with associates, it can increase your hourly average to over $300,000. This method basically consists of you going to your office, sourcing a vehicle to import, and then you go and pick it up and take it over to your warehouse. Now the trick to running this business is when sourcing a vehicle, you will either get a standard, a mid-range, or a top-range vehicle, obviously top range being the most valuable. What you want to do is collect 10 standard and then 10 mid-range vehicles and don't export them, and what this will actually do is causes the game to only give you top-range vehicles, so you just collect the top-range vehicles and keep selling and exporting those. When you are selling your top range vehicles, make sure to always use the specialist dealer. It will have a bit of a longer drive for you to avoid any damage, but you will be getting substantially more profit for your vehicle. And this is one of the best methods for making money as a solo player. So that was the current top 10 ways to make money in GTA 5. If you guys did enjoy this video or found anything helpful, I'd really appreciate if you could just take a few seconds to leave a like and also subscribe if you are new so you don't miss out on videos like this. If you want to check out any more videos in my countdown series, I'll have them linked on screen. Have a great day guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Flipping cars, I did the scene. Flipping heists, yeah, with the team. You know me, got the antidote. I spit it sick up in Los Santos. Dodging missiles, dodging bullets. Coming at me now, tell me to pull it. I'm a